After intimacy, something quiet but powerful happens. It is the moment when a man's heart decides whether to stay or slowly pull away. Most women focus on what happens during intimacy, but psychology shows the real bond is formed after. I have studied this pattern for years, and the truth is simple. Men don't come back for the moment itself. They come back for how they felt when it was over. Sign 1. She does not seek immediate validation. Right after intimacy, many women feel the urge to ask silent questions. Where is this going? Did this mean something to him? Should I say something now? But the woman men always come back to does something very different. She does not rush to define the moment. She does not reach for reassurance. She does not try to lock the feeling in place with words. Psychologically, this is powerful because a man's nervous system is highly sensitive after intimacy. In that moment, he is unconsciously checking one thing. Do I feel free here, or do I feel trapped? When a woman seeks immediate validation, even softly, it can trigger pressure. Not because she did something wrong, but because his brain reads it as expectation. Expectation creates weight, and weight makes desire retreat. The woman he remembers stays emotionally calm. She is warm, present, and grounded, but not searching his face for answers. Her energy says, I enjoyed this, not I need something from you now. This creates a subtle psychological shift. Instead of feeling responsible for her emotions, he feels curious. Instead of feeling evaluated, he feels safe. And safety is what allows attachment to grow. Men don't bond when they are pulled closer. They bond when they are allowed to move closer on their own. Sign 2. She stays emotionally warm, not emotionally heavy. After intimacy, emotions naturally rise to the surface. This is when many women unknowingly change their emotional tone. They become more intense, more serious, more emotionally loaded. But the woman men always come back to does not do this. She stays soft, light, and emotionally warm. Not distant, not cold, just easy to be around. From a psychological point of view, this matters more than most people realize. After intimacy, a man's brain is deciding whether connection feels comforting or overwhelming. Warmth feels safe. Emotional heaviness feels like responsibility. Emotional heaviness often shows up in subtle ways. Deep sighs, serious conversations too soon, a tone that quietly asks, did this mean the same to you as it did to me? Even when unspoken, a man feels it. And when he feels emotional weight, his instinct is to protect his freedom by pulling back. The woman he remembers does the opposite. She allows joy to stay in the room. She laughs easily. She keeps the energy gentle and human. She does not turn the moment into an emotional event that must be processed. This doesn't mean she hides her feelings. It means she trusts them. She doesn't rush to pour them out all at once. And here is the key psychological truth. Men return to women who make connection feel like relief, not obligation. Warmth invites closeness. Heaviness invites distance. Sign 3. She does not change who she is overnight. After intimacy, many women unintentionally shift their entire rhythm. Their priorities change. Their availability changes. Their focus quietly moves from their own life to him. But the woman men always come back to does not disappear into the connection. She remains the same woman he was drawn to in the first place. From a psychological perspective, sudden change creates emotional alarm. When a man senses that intimacy caused a woman to lose her balance, his subconscious reads it as instability. Not because she cared, but because she abandoned herself. This often shows up in small ways, instantly replying to every message, clearing schedules to be available, putting her needs on pause without realizing it. To a man's mind, this creates pressure. It feels like the connection is now carrying too much weight, too fast. The woman he remembers moves differently. She still has her routines. She still honors her time. Her world does not shrink after intimacy. This consistency sends a powerful emotional signal. It says, I enjoyed you, but I am still whole. And wholeness is deeply attractive. It tells a man he is choosing her, not being leaned on. It allows desire to grow instead of being rushed. Men don't come back to women who make intimacy the center of their life. They come back to women who let intimacy fit into a life that already feels full. Sign 4. She is comfortable with silence. After intimacy, silence naturally appears. And for many people, silence feels uncomfortable. It feels like something is missing, like something needs to be said to secure the moment. So they fill it with talking, with explanations, with words meant to keep the connection alive. But the woman men always come back to does not rush to fill the quiet. She lets silence exist without fear. Psychologically, this is incredibly powerful. Silence after intimacy is not emptiness. It is integration. It is the space where emotions settle and meaning forms. When a woman talks to ease her own anxiety, a man feels it. His mind moves out of the moment and into evaluation. He stops feeling and starts thinking. The woman he remembers stays present. She breathes. She relaxes. She allows the moment to be what it is. This tells his nervous system something important. That felt good, and I don't need to escape this. Silence gives him room to miss her while she is still there. It allows longing to quietly take shape. Men don't fall deeper through constant words. They fall deeper in the quiet moments where nothing needs to be proven. Sign 5. She never uses intimacy as emotional leverage. After intimacy, some women unknowingly shift into a quiet scoreboard. What was shared? What was given? What should now be returned? It may not be spoken out loud, but the energy changes. A look that asks for more effort. A tone that hints at expectation. A feeling of, now you owe me something. The woman men always come back to never does this. She does not treat intimacy as a transaction. She does not attach invisible strings to the moment. Psychologically, this is crucial. The moment intimacy feels like a debt, desire collapses. A man's brain instantly moves from connection to defense. Emotional leverage can sound subtle. I wouldn't have done this if I knew. After everything we shared, even silence used to create guilt. Men feel this deeply, even when they cannot explain it. It creates emotional pressure, and pressure kills attraction. The woman he remembers releases the moment with grace. She does not chase repayment. She does not demand meaning. She allows intimacy to stand on its own. This creates freedom, and freedom is magnetic. It makes a man want to give more, not because he has to, but because he chooses to. Men don't return to women who remind them of what was given. They return to women who made giving feel natural, safe, and free. Sign 6. She leaves him with a positive emotional aftertaste. After intimacy, the ending matters more than most people realize. The human brain does not remember moments evenly. It remembers how things ended. This is called the peak end effect in psychology, and it plays a powerful role in attraction. The woman men always come back to understands this without trying. She does not let the moment fade into tension, confusion, or emotional heaviness. She leaves behind calm, warmth, and ease. This shows up in very simple ways. A relaxed smile, a soft laugh, a gentle goodbye that feels unforced. There is no awkward shift, no sudden seriousness, no emotional withdrawal meant to test him. Instead, he walks away feeling lighter, not drained, not responsible, not unsure of himself. That feeling stays with him long after the moment is over. Psychologically, the brain seeks to repeat experiences that end well. So without realizing it, his mind begins to associate her with emotional comfort. Men don't always remember what was said. They remember how they felt when it was over, and they return to the woman who made the ending feel peaceful, safe, and good. Sign 7. She trusts the moment instead of controlling the outcome. After intimacy, many women feel the urge to secure the future. What does this mean for us? Will he call me again? Even small thoughts like these can subtly shift behavior. But the woman men always come back to does something very different. She trusts the moment. She does not rush to define it. She does not try to control what comes next. From a psychological standpoint, this is incredibly attractive. Men are wired to respond to freedom. When a woman releases the need to control the outcome, she creates space for him to choose her freely. Control can show up in subtle ways, checking his availability, overanalyzing his texts, or projecting expectations onto him too soon. All of this triggers pressure. Pressure activates the part of his brain wired for self-preservation, and when that happens, desire naturally retreats. The woman he remembers moves differently. She remains confident, calm, and self-contained. She enjoys the connection without needing to force a reaction. She lets him process the experience in his own time. This trust communicates a powerful message without words. I am whole, I am grounded, and I am not dependent on your actions to feel complete. Psychologically, this creates magnetic pull. Men do not come back to women who chase or manipulate outcomes. They come back to women who allow intimacy to breathe and unfold naturally. This is the subtle, invisible force that makes him remember her, long after the moment is gone. The truth is, men don't come back for the intimacy itself. They come back for how they felt afterward. When you stay calm, warm, and whole, you leave a mark that lingers in his mind and heart. This isn't about chasing or controlling. It's about honoring yourself. Trust the process, embrace your worth, and watch how connection naturally returns.